Hi, good morning, all.
Good
Good
morning.
last class we are in this SQL classes. In the SQL classes, so select class, from class, where class, group by class, having class, and one more is distinct. Okay. Distinct means it will be displaying if there is any duplicate value is there. So it will consider only one value and that only it will display in the output. Suppose if you are taking the multiple columns, so then combination of that distinct values it will be displayed. Okay. Suppose we are having the employee backup table. Check that. So we are having this backup table. Now it is having the 14 records. Now I'm going to insert one more record with the same details. Insert into emp underscore bkp. Values. So, 7839. I'll copy this one. The same existing record type I am inserting into this backup table. So now it should be 15 records. Not enough values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Employee number, employee name, president, manager, manager null, and after that, hire date, salary, commission null, and department number. So now one record is inserted. Okay. So now I'm going to commit this one, check the table. So table having the 15 records now. Now we can use the select statement. Select the distinct. What it will give? So it is displaying only 14 records only. So we have the 15 records in the table, but it is displaying only 14 records. If you see this, thing is only one time it is displaying. But in the table, so without the distinct, so we can see it is having the 15 records. King it is there, and again. So here one more king it is there. Suppose if you check the only specific column, select the ename from emp. Then we are having the 15 emp underscore bkp. This is our table. So here king it is there, and again one more king it is there. So if we say district, then it is displaying only king one time only. Here 14 records. That way, so if there is any duplicate values in the column or on the combination, then it will restrict to only one output. Okay, distinct will restrict to only one output. Suppose if it is having the difference, suppose if you say one more, I'll insert one more record, Blake also. Set into emp underscore bkp values. That is same here. Select and manager. The number and hide it. After that, commission null it is there. So if I say now I am going to insert it is department number 20 instead of the 30, I'll say department number 20, and here salary also I will insert 4,500. Okay, only name and number it is same, name, number, manager, and hire date. So salary and department number are different here if you observe this. So now one row inserted. I'm using commit. Now again select from this table. So it is showing 16 records. Here black it is there, and again here black is there. Suppose if you say now distinct start from emp underscore backup, then how many it is displaying? So now it is displaying 15 records. So black it is there, and again here it is there. Okay, this is the department number 30 and this is the department number 20. Suppose if you take the same combination ename, then you will get only 14 records. Okay, suppose if you take the ename, DEPT number, then it is displaying the 15 records here. We see this black department number 30 and one more black department number 20 here. But if you check this king, only one time it is there. Why? Because so king having this record having the all the details are same, so that it is only one time it is fetching in this combination. But black, if you say black and department number 30 combination, it is black 30 and black 20 it is there. So whenever you are using the distinct keyword based on the columns we are selecting, or if you are selecting entire table, then it will verify the on this column. If it is a columns, on this columns any duplicate is there, that will omit. So if it is no duplicate, then it will display here. Okay, actually black name is the duplicate name, but on the name of ename it is showing as a duplicate, but considering to department number, so this combination is separate. Black 20 is separate and black 30 is separate, but whereas king 10 is same in the table, so that it is displaying only one time. Same way if you are taking entire table, then all the combination it will verify. All the combination means ename, employee number, job, and hire date, reporting manager, salary, department number, commission, everything it will verify. Then only if it is any duplicate combination is there, then it will omit the second one and display it is only one time here. You see for this king only, it is coming only one time. Okay, but whereas it black, so this combination, total combination is different here. This is 20 and here it is 30. So that whenever you are using the distinct means, it will fetch only one record on this combination of the values. Suppose if we select a distinct DEPT number from emp underscore bkp, then it is displaying only 10, 20, 30, because only on this column it is going to apply this distinct, so that so department number column having 16 records, but out of the 16 only 10, 20, 30 it is there, repeated values are there, so that it is displaying and only fetching only the distinct values, that is 10, 20, 30 only. Any doubts in the distinction? Distinct? Okay. So next we'll move on to our next topic, that is functions. Okay. Before that, I will give you some tables, base tables notes that you have to prepare all the tables. So I will ask you later AR module table and AP module, GL module, and PO module tables. I will share in the group so that you have to practice on these tables, and also you have to remember the whatever common columns there. Okay, that you have to remember, and later I will ask you the on that questions. Okay. What is the function? Why it is required? So simplify some of the tasks, we'll use the functions, and to perform a task and must return value. Function will return a value. Okay. Oracle supports two ways of functions. So they are predefined and user defined. Okay. So predefined means, so Oracle seeded functions will be there. Okay. That is called as a built-in functions. In the built-in functions, we have the even SQL and PLSQL functions are there. And coming to user defined functions, only SQL functions and PLSQL functions. It is called built-in. Okay. Built-in SQL function and PLSQL functions. So coming to the user-defined functions, we will have only in the PLSQL only. Okay. So under functions, we have the predefined functions and user-defined functions. And in the predefined functions, we have the built-in SQL functions, or we can call it as a seeded seeded functions, or built-in functions, we can call them. And in this, we'll use the SQL functions and PLSQL functions. Whereas coming to the user-defined functions only, we'll use in the PLSQL. So again, predefined functions. So these are classified into two categories. That is single row function. Okay, single row functions, and that is called as a scalar. Single row function are scalar functions, and multiple row functions. So these are called as the grouping functions. Okay. So have the under predefined, we have single row function, multiple row functions. Again, we have the single row functions. There are numeric functions, or we can call it as a number functions. Number function, string functions, okay, and date function, and conversion functions. Okay. So we have the three types. One is, four types. One is numeric or number function, and another is string function. After that, date and conversion function. So what is the numeric function? Numeric functions are used to perform operations on numbers only, okay? They accept numeric values and as an input and return numeric values only, okay? Numeric functions, it will be accepting only numbers and output also as a number only. So on this, we have the power function, power of m comma n value. Okay, so suppose you are using in the mathematical forms, you want to calculate some power of n, m comma n, means that is some value to be calculated. For that, you have to use these functions, built-in functions. It gives the power of a given expression. Okay, so power of a given expression, and where in this m is the value, n is the exponent. We can call as a exponent. Suppose if you want to use the 2 to the power of 5 or 2 to the power of 8 or 3 to the power of 5 like that, then you can use this mathematical function. So select power 2 comma 5 from dual. Suppose normally in the mathematics, how will you write? 2 to the power of 5 means you will write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 like that, 5 times you have to write. Okay. So like this, it will be, so for some power function. So instead of this 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 like that, we will use the 2 to the power of 5. So here we cannot use like this in the, while writing you can write simply 2 to the power of 5 in the above you can write 5. But in the SQL code you cannot write like that, so that we are using this power function. Select power of 2 comma 5. The value should be same, whatever you are using this 2 to the power of 5 means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, that is 5 times 4, 4 into 4 16, 16 into 2. How much it will be? 2 to the
32.
32. So if you use the same function, then output will be the same here only, 32. Okay. Same way you can use the select power of some 20 comma 2 from dual. That is 400. Okay. Same way you can have some more examples. Select power of 3 comma 3 comma power of 4 comma 4, or you can say 4 comma 7 comma power of 0 comma 0. How much? Power of null comma null from dual. So here I'm using the 3 comma 3 means 3 into 3 into 3, that is 27 it will come. Here 4 into 4 into 4 like that, 7 times you have to write. Sorry. Same way, power of 0 comma 0 means it will be 0 only. Power of null comma null means it will be null only. Suppose if I say power of 5 comma null. So when I execute this is having the output for this, and power of 4 comma 7 means this much, and power of 0 comma 0 means it is 1 here. You see the difference here. And power of null comma null, it is null only. Comma power of 5 comma null also, it will be null only. Suppose if we add one more, power of null comma 5. So then it is null. That means whenever any operation doing with the null, so it will be always output will be null only here. Okay. So but values are there, so then you are getting the values here. So in some cases you need to use this power function, then you can use this syntax. This is the syntax power comma power of m comma n. Okay. So same. Next we have the square root. For that SQRT. SQRT of M we have to provide here. This is the syntax. So it gives the root of a given number. Input value must be positive only. Okay. So suppose if I take one more example here. Say minus, if I use the minus here. In the power function, if I use the minus, what will be the output here? So here it is minus 27 it is saying. Suppose here also if I use the minus, then it is giving different example here, see this, okay? So same way, suppose minus 3, comma 4 I have given. That is 81 it is given. Power of minus 3, comma 4 means that is plus 81 it is coming. Suppose if I am giving 5 or 3, that is odd numbers, then you are getting the minus, okay? Whenever it is the minus is there for the m value. So based on the n value, if it is a odd number, you will get a negative sign. If it is a even number, then you will get the positive sign only. Okay. So in the mathematics, you will know, everybody knows that is, suppose minus 3 into minus 3 means minus into minus, it will be become as a plus. Same way here also. Minus into plus, it will become minus. Minus into minus, it will be plus. Okay. Like that same way you have to think here also. So difference is, so if you are using the minus here, so then based on the exponent value, that is, if it is a even number, then you will get the positive value. If it is a odd number, you will get the negative value here. So coming to the square root, it gives the root of a given number. Suppose if you say select square root of 9 from dual. So how much you are getting? 3. Suppose if I use the minus 9, what will happen? It will throw the error. So for the square root, you must use the positive value only. This is saying out of the range. Okay. Square root of 4, that will be, so square root of 2 means that will be 1.414 like that. Okay. Same way you can use the select SQRT of square root of 3, comma SQRT of square root of some, suppose 7 I am giving, comma SQRT of 8, comma SQRT of 0, SQRT of null from dual. So how many you are getting here? For the square root of 3, you are getting 1.732 like that. Same way for the 7 and 8. And if you go this side, square root of 0, it is 0 only. Square root of null, it is null only. Okay. So whereas power of 0, comma 0 means you are getting the 1 here. Okay. See the difference here. This is the power of 0, comma 0 means 1. And square root of 0 means 0 only. Okay. So next we have the mod function. So mod function means it gives the remainder of the operation. That is, suppose if you are using the division operator, division, so then you will get the some remainder value. That value it will give the using this mod operator. So mod function you can call it. Okay, that is, suppose how can I say that remainder of the m by n. Okay, what are the value you are getting? After that, that value it will be giving. So that syntax is mod of m comma n. So whenever I'm saying this mod of n comma n or power of m comma n means m is value, n is different. Then that will be here divisor. In the square root it will be the exponent. Okay. The square root, if you say power of m comma n means m is value and n is the exponent. Whereas in the mod it is m is value, and whereas in this n means that is the divisor. Okay. Select mod of 5 comma 2 from 2l. So how much? We are getting 1. That is, what are the value remaining after this in divisor? That value it is 1. Suppose 4 comma 2, if I say 4 comma 2, then it will be 0. Select mod of 1 comma 5 comma mod of 5 comma 3 comma mod of 0 comma 0 comma mod of null comma null from 2l. So mod of 1 comma 5 means 1 divided by 5. So you will get only 1 here. Mod of 5 comma 2, that is 2 we are getting. And mod of 0 comma 0, 0. Mod of null comma null, that will be null only. Suppose if I say mod of 5 comma minus 3, then here no difference. What are the remainder value it is there? That is same only. So that remainder value only it is going to display. Suppose m value is negative, then it is going to display minus 2 here. Divisor value is negative, then there is no difference in the remainder value. So suppose main value is negative, then it is going to display in the negative value only. Okay. That will be minus 1 here. Okay, based on this mod function, you can define the some of the examples. Suppose if I want to display only even rows in the employee table, then how can I use this? Mod function can be used for the mathematical functions also, and also one more function like that to get the even rows or odd rows. Okay. Select star from EMP. So suppose if you are selecting select star from EMP, all the data it is getting. Suppose I want to only display these values, odd records only, that is, or you can say even records, that is 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like that. These records only I want to display. Then we have to use the mod function where mod of row num equals to 0. And valid of this one, row num comma 2. One minute. Select start from empty where row number. We are not taking the row number here. Okay, this example I will explain later because so some other examples I will cover here. So this way actually mod function can be also used to get the even rows and odd rows separately. So somewhere here I'm missing. So tomorrow I will explain that. Next is we have the ceil function. Ceil value. So displays the next highest value. It returns the value which is greater than or equals to given value. So ceil is it is displays the next highest value. Suppose if we say select ceil of 8 from royal. Okay, so it is giving same only. Suppose if we select ceil of 8.1 from royal, then it is going to display next highest value, that is 9. And that means whenever you are using the decimal points here after that number, so based on that value, automatically it's going to display the next highest value. So let's suppose ceil of 12.6 from 2L. So what it will display? It is going to display the next highest value, that is 13. Suppose if you take only 12, then it will same only. So after the value, whatever the decimal value, if it is decimal value is there, then based on that, it is going to display the next highest value. So 12.0 means that is 12 only. 12.1 means 13. Suppose 12.001. Again it is 13. I'm giving zeros. Then it is 12 only. So based on the decimal value, suppose if there is any decimal value more than 0, it is displaying like this 1. So then it is going to use the next highest value, that is 13. Suppose if you are using the negative value. So negative value means suppose 12 point minus 12.0 from 2L. It is minus 12 only. Suppose minus 12.1 I am using or 0.1. Then it will be minus 12 only. So whereas when you are using this decimal points, select 12.01 or 0.001. So how it is getting? It is going to 13. But whereas here I am getting only 12. What is the difference here? So for this, it is the next highest value. Here is the next highest value. 12.01 means that is next positive highest value is 13. Whereas coming to the negative value here, minus 12.01. So negative value in this next highest value, it will come as a 12 only. Okay. Suppose if I am in 12.05, then it is 12 it is coming. Positive means that is next highest value.